Okay, welcome back to day 3 of Gabriel Knight. I really quickly skimmed the last video for what happened last time because I couldn't remember. It's been a week and a half, I guess. So, I mean, just at least a little bit I watched. We went to Tulane and heard the guy give the presentation on Voodoo. And we followed him back to his office and we talked to him a little bit. I think we showed him the pattern we got from the crime scene. We saw this guy named Crash get interrogated. Saw Crash getting interrogated, and before they took him away, presumably to jail there at the police station. But he was worried about... He seemed like he was worried about getting caught by the people who were involved in the murders or something like that. We called Madame Cazanou and learned her dog's name, and then we told the dog's name to the dog cleaners. And then we stopped by her, got her address, and then we stopped by her house, but she wouldn't talk to us. This guy is not helping us anymore. He didn't have anything to tell us.
Do you recognize this pattern?
Don't look familiar at all, sir.
The signs say, Special Saint Jean Eve, Lagnappe, free bottle of lover come back to me oil, or master gambling oil, with every purchase over $50.
What is it?
Lagniappe. My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means. A little something extra.
Okay, I was about to ask what lagniappe means, but I forgot that he tells us, kind of. But I'm curious what it actually means. I'm just looking at the first result. I have no idea if this is true or not, but it says something about Mark Twain encapsulated the definition. English learned it from French. French learned it from Spanish, from the word la ñapa. And then the Spanish came from quechua, from the word yapa, meaning something added. And yeah, they just throw something extra into the deal when you buy something. Alright, I didn't watch what happened when we talked to Lady Cazanou, so let's go talk to her really quick.
It would be better to be...
Yeah, thanks.
Gabriel cannot see any way to pick that up.
Yes? Who is it?
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I told you no. This house is under the protection of the saints. Now, go away.
Where's Cazanou on this? Do we not have her? Grandma, Mosley, Sergeant Grace, Bartender Willie, Malia, Watchman, Moonbeam, Partridge.
Voodoo is the tribal religion
That's
of...
frustrating.
The knocker is firmly attached to the front door.
I don't know if we went to the cemetery, or the bar, or the cathedral.
Using that on the tomb wall won't help.
But I could compare it to the symbols on the tomb, but whatever.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Do you have any...
No.
What else can you tell me?
Her tombs on all our tombs. Even the Baptists come round here to gawk. Course, you may not know this, but some of the real serious voodoo types argue that she ain't in this one at all, but down in an unmarked tomb in number 3. It's all the same to me, I say. Save me a lot of cleanup work if she weren't here, if you ask me.
What else can you tell me?
Boy, go out and buy a book if you really want to know. I ain't too sure my facts these days nohow.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know what you talking about.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? I seen lots of voodoo markings in this cemetery. I seen graves dug up and stuff you don't want to know about stolen from them.
Interesting.
But voodoo, black voodoo, sounds like a devil of a distinction, you ask me.
Do you know any...
I told you it's all one to me.
Smartest guy in the world right now.
Have you ever heard the word Schottenjäger?
I don't know what you talk.
What other tombs get marked? Can you show me?
No, I ain't one for naming names. I don't like to encourage that kind of thing. It's distressing to the families, and rightly so. Don't know how that sort of thing gets started. Why folks come to start leaving stuff at that one spot. But it happens all the same.
What other...
No.
Tell me something.
Just look around.
Does this mean anything to you?
Nope.
Wolfgang Ritter's phone number, written in Grace's pretty scrawl. The number written...
That's their idea of pretty scroll. Good enough, I guess.
The single sheet of paper doesn't need to be opened.
Single sheet? That looks like a book.
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of
it's-
its C pages.
It's one page from a phone book, right?
Gabriel can... Gabriel...
One of the things I seem to have learned from the last couple days was that you pretty much just need to try everything on everything.
That item... Those two... This is the... Those two... the right family tomb. Several of
I don't know why, I keep pressing tab like I'm hoping it'll show me interactive things on the map, like in Diablo or Pillars of Eternity or something like that. Hello.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed.
No kidding.
Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it.
Slick.
Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come by tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Damn it.
Damn it. Denied.
Gabriel's done all the begging he can muster at the moment. Molly will have to work this out on her own.
That's a nice touch.
Gabriel. It's locked shut. The tomb. The doors. Gabriel.
So what, will she actually come to the bookstore tonight or something?
San Luis.
I don't know, she looks a lot like the woman we keep seeing in our dream that turns into a leopard or jaguar.
To the east there is the tomb. The tomb.
Okay, let's, I thought I went to Magentia's house, but she didn't have anything new, but let's check it out again. I really should have just watched the entire thing, but I didn't want to spend an hour rewatching it. And skipping around, you're just gonna miss something.
Gabriel Knight?
Hello?
I guess I could use the recording on her.
Please, be seated.
Gabriel can
Does this mean anything to you?
Magnifying glass?
I can be of no help to you, Seeker.
Gabriel can see that just
Alright, what did she think of the pattern?
Magentia doesn't seem to know anything substantial about the pattern.
Okay.
Does this mean anything to you?
I can...
Dr. John tells me you're a voodoo practitioner of some kind.
Yes, I am a voodooier, a voodoo priest.
Okay, so we've already asked her about all this stuff. Let's see if there's anything new.
Could I ask?
There is not anything new.
Do you know?
I don't know.
Do you know?
There are some
Magenta.
Well, I guess I'll.
as you wish.
Okay, cathedral.
There's a knothole about
What is this knothole about?
the panel.
May I help you, my child? Good. With that, good
The priest.
peace.
Okay, nothing new there.
The long ceremonial robes hang in the closet. It's a picture of Christ. The closet shelves are stacked with the odds and ends of a saintly life. In other words,
Nothing I'm familiar with. Nice.
Gabriel would feel a little unworthy sitting where so Gabriel, the closet, in other words, there's a box of white priest's collars in the closet.
Okay, take the robes.
Gabriel cannot see himself wearing a long robe.
While I'm wearing a huge long trench coat? Okay.
Nothing on that. Nothing on.
Well, you never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
Gabriel.
Okay, well I have a collar and a... Where's the collar?
This is the
Did it go on the shirt? Like, it looks different. Like this is now... It was used to be sideways, right?
Gabriel is carrying a priest's shirt and collar which, surprise, surprise, do not belong to him.
I love the narrator in this game so much.
There is no... Gabriel is... Inside the collar is a message. Open quote. Lit starch plus. Close quote. What could that mean?
Doesn't that mean light starch, please?
Gabriel is carrying... There's no reason to wear that at the moment.
At the moment.
Could I ask you a few questions, Madame Lorelei?
The only answers I give are given in my reading. I'm sure your palm would be quite interesting.
Could I ask...
The
Okay.
Come on!
Oh no, don't do that. Can't do anything while she's doing this.
Gabriel cannot interrogate... Gabriel... She's busy at the moment. She's... Gabriel doesn't want...
Not
What?
a bad idea. Ooh, baby, I love
I love the way you move.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hip.
Yep, she wants me.
Player. Whoa. What is the rating on this game? Oh, she stopped. Okay. She's got just completely stripped or
Thanks,
something.
boys.
She left her shawl or scarf or whatever it says.
Jackson Square is... It's a silken veil.
Veil.
The veil belonged to the fortune teller. It's covered with shiny iridescent sequins. That item cannot...
No kidding.
That object... Gabriel examines the veil with a magnifying glass. That sequin looks a little strange. Why, it's a snake scale.
Okay. But she has a snake. So, that's not really that weird, is it?
Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to remove the snake scale from the veil. Gabriel has a scale from the fortune teller's boa. Gabriel magnifies the scale from the fortune teller. The iridescent scale is hued olive green. The iridescent scale is hued olive green.
Okay.
This is the first page.
Should I give it back to her?
Madame Lorelei, the fortune teller, is garbed in a belly dancer's outfit and wears a boa around her neck. A real boa.
I think this veil belongs to you.
Huh, my veil. I'm always losing those things. You have no idea.
Wait, so you lose your veil
Well,
when you...
darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates. And so handsome as well.
Well,
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune-telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Strong. Yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
She is a dangerous one. Dark and beautiful. Ah, I see the road of your life forking. And very soon.
The blood drains from Madame Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Are you okay?
Oh,
Oh God!
the fuck?
Beware! Beware!
What is it about me lately?
Well, that was terrifying. What the hell?
This is the last page of inventory.
Okay. Did she leave anything behind?
Why do that to the boot?
Oh, I don't know. To look for clues? You tell me.
Why do that to the boot? Why? Madame Lorelei's booth is deserted. Gabriel would not mind picking up a few extra bucks by using Madame Lorelei's boot while she's gone, but he doesn't know how to belly dance. Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park. That doesn't... Madame...
Okay, let's see. Maybe she's run over here? I mean, she ran this way. Is she still over here? Probably not.
Why be rude to the artist? Why be rude? An artist is taking advantage. Why be...
Thanks again for that pattern.
So, did you happen to see Zool walk by here? You know, running above the covers. 3 feet. Okay, so I guess the fortune teller's gone.
Why be... That does...
We never really did anything with the juggler here.
Why do... The juggler looks like a beginner practicing the act. Why do... The juggler is busy. The juggler is... Gabriel...
Do I have something else I can throw at him to distract him or something? I can throw the brick at him. Boo!
Why do that with the juggler? Using... This is the last page of invention.
Give him a spotlight.
Why do that?
Okay, I don't think I can do anything with him.
Hey, I'll ask the question.
Smartass.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yep, I mind all right.
Why?
Because A, I don't know.
Oh. You seem to be quite a reader.
Yep,
Did you ever read anything by Gabriel Knight?
no,
Damn. It's cold.
The vendor is clearly not interested in further conversation.
Okay. Well, I don't know what that all means from the fortune teller, but it's definitely terrifying. I don't know. Maybe I kind of doubt Magenta's going to have anything else to say about it. Well, let's check the bar. I don't remember if I checked the bar.
Does this mean anything to you?
No. Now beat it.
Does this mean...
Can't say that.
Could I ask you a few quick... Have you ever...
There's a voodoo.
I've already done most of these. I'm just trying to see if there's something that I missed.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? Nah. I prefer not to think about that kind of stuff personally. Crime, perversion, weirdos. Just makes me depressed.
Do you...
Black?
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Never.
Tell me about...
A good bartender listens to other people.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
That's about all I can say about this crowd.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
Don't know what else I could say.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
I don't remember what he told me. I think I have tapes on this guy.
So what has Sam told you about? So what has Sam told?
That's about all I can remember.
So what? So what? So what?
That's about all I can remember.
So what? So what has Sam told?
That's about all I
This
can
thing.
remember.
So what has Sam told you about?
There
Well,
we go.
about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to... Well, he buried the pouch, and now she's his wife. Poor guy.
So what has Sam told? So what has Sam? Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
What game? This isn't a game. It's a slaughter.
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
With all the people...
Well, these guys never reacted at all to anything.
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm trying to be with my lady here, pal.
Not your pal guy.
Hardly for me to stand in the way of romance. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure. You want to know my sign?
On second thought, I don't think you could help. Forget it.
Oh, so now he decides to be a gentleman.
The do-
Wait. Oh, no. I was just gonna double check with his partner here.
that
Sorry to bother you, but
I'm not that chatty type, am I, Sam?
No, you old bastard, you're not.
Besides,
the do-
Alright, what else? So the police station, we saw them interview Crash. We haven't really learned anything new other than the creepy fortune teller at the park. Which I got a scale out of, I guess. I show the scale to the detective? That's not gonna help. Yeah, it's worth a shot, I guess.
mostly my man.
Yeah, what is it, you wanker?
Can I ask?
Can I ask him about Crash? I feel like that would be a good topic to talk about since we watched him interview him.
Do you know anything about Mary? Do you know?
Animal mask.
I don't think so.
Never.
Do you know?
I told.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo?
Have you?
Not.
Tell me about it.
What else you want?
Oh no.
It's.
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
I told you, it's going for shit.
That's good.
Have you ever called the hair club for men?
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction
I think I already
of the
did this.
whole pattern.
That's cute, Gabriel. Almost looks legit. I'm sure our police artists would be amused at your techniques.
Yeah, definitely.
I have this.
That's nice, but I'm busy with the real investigation tonight.
No respect.
It's not Gabriel.
I'll let you get back to it. Have a good one.
Yeah, he's clearly very busy. Did we do the overlook? I mean, we definitely, well, I don't know definitely, but if we did it, we did it before the fortune teller ran off.
For pet.
Hey, she's back. Maybe? Is that her? Okay, well, clicking just takes me back out. I'm not sure that's her, though.
Gabriel. Please. It appears that Madame Lorelei has returned.
Okay.
Gabriel should get her attention first.
You mean like by asking her a question?
You're back. You know, you really freaked me out running off like that. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Whoa.
Stay away from Maria Getty, or you shall pay with your life.
What the hell is going on?
What? Did she just disappear? What happened? Stay away from Malia or die.
Madame Lorelei.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like she ran into the church. Unless she's hiding in one of these things. We could try and look through the binoculars again.
For pet.
Nope, I guess she's gone for reals this time. What else? I have the snake scale now, that's new. And I could show it to anybody, really. I show it to Moonbeam. Maybe she recognizes the scale or something.
Mr. Knight. Please, be seated.
Since Magenta has a snake, it might be the best not to discuss the snake scales with her.
That doesn't make any sense. She's like the best one to discuss it with.
Well, I get...
Voodoo
As you
doctor?
wish.
Or voodoo, museum guy, maybe?
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Why would Dr. John be interested in that scale?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because it was involved in a voodoo murder.
Why would...
This is quite a place you have here.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. It is gratifying.
Could I... Are you sure?
Quite sure.
Is there anything else?
Not if you're... Hoodoo is of interest to those who study rural folk tradition.
Anything else I asked him about?
Tell me about... Actually,
Yeah,
do you know...
I believe they have something to do with...
You really don't know anything about black voodoo practices?
I believe I already indicated my intolerance for that line of inquiry.
Tell me more.
You have heard everything about Marilla.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
I think I asked Grace to do the research.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
Really? I forgot you were gone. Do what?
If wishes were... Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do...
Sure.
I can't...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, but I can't ask her to do it again, obviously.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Are you sure?
Gabriel might as well leave.
Gabriel, shut the refrigerator, please. I can smell it from here.
Women.
A poster on the wall. It's Gabriel's bed. Several dozen books, including a few of Gabriel's novels, occupy the shelves above his desk. Several dozen...
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Grace keeps her art supplies here. St. George Books could use some serious...
Hey, you're back.
Hey, kids.
Huh?
Bruno.
Gabe, pet. I just popped in to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
I just wondered why I'm so poor. Like, what is he spending all his money on? Like, we didn't even have enough money to buy a hot dog.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious. You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My fares are so tied up.
Gabriel, $100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we have to do this at some point. And, I don't know how much we're gonna get. how much more we're gonna get, and it exactly matches how much we need to buy the mask.
Fine, it's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care
Yeah,
of
I
this,
guess so.
Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it. I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
I don't believe you!
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do. So,
Your use of
what can I...
this
That wall sure looks bare without Dad's painting.
$100 in cash. That's the most money Gabriel had in his pockets in 2 years. This is the last pay.
More reason to get it now.
Gabriel, that are those two, the tweezers, the magnifying glasses. Gabriel looks fond somewhere. Does
I remember we got the address from the vet. And then we called. No, we got the address from the vet, and then we visited Madame Kazunu. We didn't call her back yet, though. I already forgot it. 1280, I think. Pound. I'm doing a conference call. So I get a dial tone first, huh? Busy, apparently. And I have no record of that conversation. I need to go back and rewatch what she said and what the vet said.
occurred to Gabriel.
I've got some things I need.
Good luck.
AFK, just a minute, I'll be back. Right back. Okay, I'm back. But I'm gonna rewatch what Madakazanu said. So just a second. Okay, it doesn't look like we didn't really get anything from her at all. Other than... her dog's name, Castro, which we used to get the address from the vet.
The grass has... There are marks in the grass, as though some heavy wire object had been set there.
Oof, that wasn't there yet the last time I looked.
It's very large grass.
Oh, I was totally looking at the... So basically I was off by like 10 pixels to the left there, and that means I didn't get to see the...
There are marks in the... Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to take the small iridescent scale.
I think it's a snake scale, but it beats the hell out of me what kind.
Well, let's not go ask the snake owner, apparently.
Gabriel is carrying a scale he found near the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. There seems to be a pattern to the lines in the sand, but if there is a pattern, the lines in the lake is polluted enough already. There's nothing worth Gabriel, Lake Pontchartrain, but the banks of Lake Pontchartrain are rich with... The trees on the banks of the lake are mostly oak and elm.
Okay, well we have the money now. We can go to the store and buy some sort of... I think the mask was something we wanted. There's also some other like some other potions and stuff. And I was thinking I was going to call her, but we just called her and she was busy. The line was busy. Alright, so she can't up with the snake. Let's go here. We can show the snake's nails to this guy. Oh wait, Dr. John has a snake. Although he wasn't...
Hi.
We showed him the first scale, he didn't say anything, right? Come back to the store.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you...
Perhaps Gabriel should learn more about the scale before showing it to anyone.
I'd love to learn more about it. Let's not talk to the two people that own snakes.
Why would the doorway? It's the...
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Go back to Malia's house.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Do you know anything about snake scales?
I got some snake root and snake powder, but I order them wholesale. I don't handle snakes. I don't like them at all.
Necessarily believe you.
Can I ask... Can you tell me anything else about how animals...
They're curiosities, no? This is a curio shop.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting.
The glass jars contain a number of things Gabriel can't identify.
And wouldn't want to.
The shelf hold contain... The signs say, Special Saint Jean E. Lagnappe, free bottle lover come back to me oil, or master gambling oil, with every purchase over $50.
Lagnappe. So does...
Are you...
The mask appears to be made from a real crocodile head.
Of course.
There is moving the merchandise would only anger Mr. Walker.
I haven't used the move command at all yet.
Moving down.
Guess maybe on doors? I have no idea what it would be used on yet.
Gabriel cannot... There's no... Putting... To get the mask, Gabriel would have to buy it.
Okay.
To...
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir.
What about my lagniappe?
Here you go. Carefully don't bite you now.
Hilarious.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedy. But if you's having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
History has shown otherwise. I thought it was Lady's Lover Oil, not Luck.
The signs say...
Yeah, it's Lover come back to me.
Special Saint Jean...
Lagniappe.
Huh.
Gabriel can... The crocodile mask is made of genuine crocodile head. It looks heavy, hot, and smelly.
Great.
The small bottle is labeled Master Gambling Oil. The Gabriel can... The oil is better preserved with the bottle cap on. The label reads Master Gambling Oil, but no ingredients, warnings, or instructions are included.
That doesn't work anyway, right? This is just a curio shop.
Can I ask...
Can you tell me anything about... Oh, I lost the, Oh, the mask was the bottom option, I think. When we bought it. Snakes.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What kind of snakes?
The kind they use in voodoo?
Pythons and boas. So I've heard.
Really? Do you have one?
Are you crazy? What would I want with a python?
Do you know anything about...
I've already...
So was that option there on Dr. John and Magenta?
The shop would...
And I just didn't see it.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad.
So slow.
Could I ask...
Snakes.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Ah, you have perhaps noticed the museum's snake, Mr. Knight. They are beautiful creatures, do you not agree? And the tourists seem to associate them with voodoo.
Is the snake yours? Do you use it in your practice of voodoo?
I admire the spirit of the snake, Mr. Knight. But snakes like the museums can be quite dangerous to handle.
You didn't really answer my question.
I think I did, Mr. Knight.
Ominous.
I'd really like to know more about your snake.
There is really nothing more to say, Mr. Knight.
Can I mess with the fan yet?
What do you think of my crocodile mask?
Nice.
What do you Does this mean anything to you?
It looks like a simple voodoo potion to me. Such things are easy to obtain in the French Quarter.
Perhaps Gabe... Why would Doc...
Okay, well, no, we can go
Thanks
talk.
a lot. Bye now.
Ask Magenta about snakes.
Please.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, but we don't use those anymore.
We?
Does this mean...
Just means Voodooians in general.
Does this mean anything to you?
I could have mixed you a much more effective potion than that.
But it would have cost me, right?
The Earth does not give up her gifts without cost.
Yeah, I've known a few women who felt the same way.
Since Magenta has a snake, it might be the best not to discuss the snake scales with her.
Doesn't make any sense.
Could I ask...
Snakes?
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald? She's a python, you know. Quite deadly in the wrong hands. I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize and handle snakes.
Interesting.
Tell me more.
Oh, I wouldn't want to give away my trade secrets.
What can you... Tell me...
Grimwald.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Where'd you get Grimwald?
She belonged to a traveling reptile show. She was being terribly mistreated, so I offered to buy her. She's named after a spirit guide I had once. The spirit Grimwald was a very powerful female snake priestess in Egyptian times.
Grimwald doesn't sound Egyptian.
I only know what the spirits tell me. Monsieur, I am sure they know better than we.
How'd you learn to handle Grimwald?
I told you a great voodoo queen taught me. She learned from Marie Laveau herself.
Oh, fascinating.
Is it? Is it fascinating? Ooh yeah, give me one of Grimwald's scales. That'd be awesome.
Would you consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
No, I couldn't do that. You might do some gree-gree of your own, no? One must be very careful with such things. Hair clippings, nail parings, and snake scale.
That's interesting.
Are you sure you wouldn't consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
I told you I couldn't do that.
How about showing me how you handle Grimwald?
Really? You would like to see me dance, perhaps?
That would be swell.
I won't make you wait, Monsieur Knight. No matter what you see, do not be frightened.
Oh god.
I'll give it my best shot.
Is she gonna turn into Zool on me also?
She's a bit...
Oh, am I supposed to be able to do something here? It's like that, like one little window there to do something.
They are truly inspiring, isn't it?
That's certainly one word for it.
Will she do it again?
Could I ask...
What a...
Tell me...
You have to be careful when handling a snake. They're more delicate than they look.
I'll bet. Tell me...
Many people are afraid of snakes. Isn't that silly?
Totally. Tell me...
Snakes shed their skins from time to time. You have to be especially careful of them when they're shedding.
I'll keep it in mind. Tell me...
Grimwald is very responsive to vibration. She doesn't recognize her name, but if I stomp 3 times, she looks right at me.
Tell me...
You have to be careful.
It's interesting that Grimwald is molting currently.
How...
I shall again amaze you.
You certainly will.
Like, maybe I can get the snake skin? Probably not, she's standing right there. Oh snap, I can.
Gabriel grabs the shed snake skin while Magenta is otherwise occupied.
Yes, yes, very good.
They are truly inspiring, isn't it?
That's certainly one word for it.
It's the shed skin from Moonbeam's snake. Gabriel magnifies the shed skin from Magenta, Moonbeam's snake. The snake scales are hued brown. They don't match the scale from Lake Pontchartrain.
What about, well, I mean, the other one is iridescent. Wait, which one was? Iridescent was the one from the lake. And green was the one from Lorelei. Can I?
It's the it's those two are Gabriel. Those two. There's Gabriel. Gabriel can...
Please remain seated within the protective circle. There are spiritual currents in this room that I can't always control.
Thanks for the warning.
A large, sluggish snake rests on the floor of the fancy bird cage.
Well, I guess...
May the protection of the snake god go with you.
That's an,
thanks.
It's an interesting blessing. Okay. And I have the snake skin, but it doesn't match either of the ones I found. I'm gonna guess I'm not gonna be able to show this to anybody. But I'll try to show it to John.
Hello, Dr. John.
Dr. John is on a very large...
Oh right, the light switch.
Gabriel has no interest in the noisy fan at the moment.
No.
Goodbye, Doctor.
I mean, we can try and see if Malia will talk to us, but I don't think so. The butler, who is also Tim Curry, is gonna turn us away.
The knock.
Oh, it's you. Miss Getty is not at home, sir. Can you tell me where she is? It's very important. She's visiting her mother's grave, Mr. Knight. Something even you can't be tasteless enough to want to interrupt.
Yeah, totally right. So yeah, I already talked to her. So she's not gonna be back at the grave, right? After that. Ooh, can I show the snake skin and the scales to the professor here?
Mr. Knight.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
The voodoo expert can't tell me anything about a mask.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No.
Can you tell... Can you...
Gabriel doesn't. Partridge made a copy of the VV.
I'll be gone. You've... If I want to open up...
There is no...
I was gonna try and
Mr.
talk to him
Knight,
about snakes.
You're back.
Mind if I pick your...
Not...
Snakes.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
Do you know...
Guess not.
Tell me...
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen it.
There's no...
I'll see you... Oh...
There's no...
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
She's not gonna be interested in any of this stuff.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Those... Why put the oil there?
Do you know?
No.
Can I drink it?
The oil would be wasted on me, out on gamble. Do you know?
No.
Do you?
Gabriel... Under the...
I know. I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Good luck.
Well, like, the two people who would want the oil would be Madame Kazanu. Dr. John didn't want it. Magentia just said that she could make me a better one. Lorelei freaked out. Let's check the square again. Mosley, maybe?
Gabe...
She's still gone.
Yeah.
Hey, mostly.
Yeah, what is it, you wanker?
I'm trying to remember when we... There she is. I'm watching the video when we talked to Kazanu. So she bought voodoo stuff from the curio shop guy, Willie. Well, one, she thought she had a sleep knot bag. And then she bought the stuff to reverse that, I guess. And the other one was a bellyache. she thought that someone else had put a curse on her, so she had another remedy. Come on, you gotta like this.
I have this.
That's nice, but I'm busy with the real investigation tonight.
I have this.
That's nice.
I picked up this scale at Lake Pontchartrain.
Really? Wow, that's a great idea for the book. Me endangering my life investigating at a snake-infested lake. We don't have to mention that it's probably from a harmless local water snake.
Only water snakes with iridescent scales.
I have this.
That's nice.
I have this.
That's nice.
This is images. The image. The
You know?
It's not.
If I want, I'm gonna hit.
Yes? Who is it?
I have some fine magazine subscriptions for sale.
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested.
I've got some great pet supplies. Coochie coo little doggy.
Castro has everything he needs. Don't you, Castro?
Thanks a lot, Castro.
Land shark.
Land shark.
You have no Bill Murray.
Damn.
Please let me talk to you, Madame Cazanou.
I don't talk to strangers, young man.
Well, I don't have a chance to give her anything, we're just talking. It's interesting that it doesn't record it either.
Using.
I'm scared to death. Take all her stuff.
Gabriel doesn't want to put the mask on until he has to. Gabriel. Using. Gabriel. The jar contains frou-frou hair gel.
It's the 90s. It's probably Depp hair gel.
Gabriel is carrying a priest's shirt and collar which, surprise, surprise, do not belong to him.
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back though.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
The South.
Please select.
Does this mean anything to you?
Hey, watch it. You wear that in here, people liable to stop drinking.
Or start drinking. Who knows?
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
Does
Yeah.
Does this mean
No.
better not? Her boy. Does this mean
No.
Does this mean anything to you?
Can't say that it does.
Got a second,
Okay.
Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed to cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Make a good salad dressing.
This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
Hmm.
'Cause using voodoo might not be fair.
Yeah, but what do you think this guy's doing?
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Marcus? Using voodoo? That old bastard.
Pitiful, isn't it?
Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How much you think I'd have put in here?
Careful, you don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
What? There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmutty Big Mouth. Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years.
I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate!
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate!
Oh, come on, you can give him one after 20 years.
You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Hallelujah! I did it! Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
Well, I don't even know what he does, other than lose at chess.
Sam is a changed man since his major victory. That would not...
Can I ask you?
Luke, I'd be glad to help you out, but I've been stuck in this bot too long to know much about anything.
So, how do you...
Couldn't be better.
So... Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
Does...
No.
It was the one of the reoccurring The only thing that can...
Does... Does... Does...
Okay, so I guess I don't really know what I need from him yet. I don't even know what he does though.
This is the last...
Can I ask you... So, how do you feel now? Could I...
Oh, Sam's gone from the list.
Do you know...
What about him?
Oh, just anything.
Man, you ask the weirdest questions. I don't know anything about snakes.
That tabletop has an... There is no... With all the... That...
Hey, Grace.
Oh,
Okay, unfortunately I need to stop it here. I was hoping to get to the end of the day, but I don't think I can. So it'll probably be the weekend before I can play it again. I don't know how much more there is left in this day, so... I already spent like, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours on the first part of this day. So anyway, I'll pick this back up sometime this weekend. So, thanks for watching, see you next time.